So dear students, all of you get ready with your rough notebooks. Today we are going to do one of the writing skill, that is debate writing. So you all should have notebooks with you so that you can write down all the details what I'm going to discuss with you. Debate writing. This debate writing you are going to do first time. You have done speech earlier, but debate writing you are going to do first time. See, debate. In debate, there are two contestant. They have to speak. One would be in favor, and second participant he would be against that motion. Okay, so you have to prove yourself that you are right on your side and second person is wrong. If you are speaking in favor, you have to tell about all the advantages, you have to tell about the merits, tell about the plus point of all the things. Okay, and if you are against that motion, you have to speak against that topic and you have to prove that whatever is given, you are completely against it. So in debate, there is basically a fight between opposite teams and you have to prove your viewpoint. There are so many things that you have to keep in your mind. Like in speech, you speak like that. Today I'm standing in front of you to speak on the topic. Okay. But in debate, you don't speak topic word. In place of topic, what is spoken? It is motion. In place of topic, what do you say? Motion. You can be in, if you are in the favor, then the question will be you have to speak for the motion. And if you are against it, then what word will be written? You have to speak against. So in debate, situation will be given to you. Situation can be, you can be in the favor of or you can be against that motion. Okay. But when you are writing debate, it doesn't mean that you are going to bang the dice, you are going to hit the dice or your voice is so high. It doesn't mean. You have to prove yourself that you are right on your side, whether you are in favor or whether you are against the motion. You have to prove yourself in a very courteous, in a very polite way without fighting. But at the same time, you have to prove also that yes, you are right and second person is completely wrong. For example, if situation is given, you speak that mobiles are good and second person is saying no, mobiles are not good. So when you will be speaking in favor, you will be saying yes, mobiles are good because as COVID is going on, we are not able to attend classes. Okay, so mobiles are very helpful. With that, we get so many information. We can attend our online classes. We can get in touch with the teachers. We can get in touch with our friends. We can enhance our knowledge by searching on Google or by searching on net. There are so many, you can say, apps are available which are very much helpful in our studies. So there are so many good points. So mobiles are really very, very beneficial. On the other hand, the person who will be speaking against that motion. Okay, Lavish, what do you want to say? Yes,
मैम मैंने कहना था कि जो डिबेट है वो प्रेजेंट में लिखी जाएगी कि पास्ट में?
प्रेजेंट में.
ओके मैम.
So when the second person who is speaking against the motion, that person would be writing, no, mobiles are not good at all because it makes our eyesight weak. We waste our precious time on that. Okay, when person is having mobile, they search here and there, they use unnecessarily different kind of apps. So this is really, you can say, mere wastage of time for students. They are not able to concentrate on their studies. That is, there is a lots of distraction. They waste their time by watching unnecessary videos on YouTube, by chatting with their friends. So it is not useful at all. So he will be stuck to one point only. He will be telling, you can say, so many disadvantages. So he has to prove that he is right and second person is wrong. So this is the way that you have to keep in your mind that debate you are going to write down in favor or you are going to write down against the motion. But here you will not write down topic word. You will not speak the word topic. Okay, in place of topic, you have to speak the word motion, and before writing speech, you have to think that it is in favor or against. And there is a proper format. You have to follow that format while writing a debate. Okay, so if you follow proper format, only then you will be getting good marks. See, in debate, 2 marks are for correct format, 3 marks are for, you can say, content, and 2 or 3 marks are for, you can say, expressions and grammar. So you have to keep all the things in your mind. Now I'm going to share one of the format of debate writing with you, and you all are supposed to do this debate writing format in your fear notebooks. Okay, so start writing. And if I see any of the child creating disturbance in my class, I'm going to remove them forever. They will not be able to enter my class again. If you want to say anything now with your family members, keep yourself mute. Don't interrupt. Don't create disturbance in the class. So, बच्चे, write down proper format. So in format, first of all, you should keep this thing in your mind that debate is always written in 7 segments. As speech, you have done speech writing. In speech, you have followed that there are 7 segments. So in debate also there are 7 segments. So the very first segment of debate is introduction. When you will start writing a debate, in introduction, you can write down any element of drama, any element of drama, any anecdote. Anecdote means very short story. It means whenever you are going to write down your debate, you have to start with the element of drama. It should be a dramatic beginning. There can be a very short story, or you can take any data, or you can take any quotation. So you can pick up any of the thing to be written in the beginning of your debate. Okay, there should be any element of drama, any quotation, any anecdote, or any data, so that you can draw the attention of the audience. Okay, so this is called the introduction part of your debate. After writing this, after writing good quotation or any data or any short story, next that you have to write down is formal address. Now in next part of debate, formal address, what you have to write down? You have to formally address the audience, principal, teachers, friends. Okay, you have to formally address them. So how can you formally address them? By, you can say, saying good morning, like this, by wishing them. Okay, so बच्चे write down side by side this thing. So you have to formally greet the audience. Greet the audience. There can be audience if you think there is a chief guest. You can write down chief guest also. Write down that good morning chief guest. or principal, teachers, even if there are other fellow speakers in debate, definitely there will be other fellow speakers. So you can take them also, fellow speakers. Okay, so you greet the audience, chief guest, principal, teachers, other fellow speakers. So you have to greet them. So there are different ways to greet them. Can anybody tell me different ways of greeting them? For example, if I'm here standing, good morning, one and all. Good morning, all of you present here. Okay, good morning, principal ma'am, what the principal ma'am, teachers, and all my dear friends. Good morning, distinguished chief guest, principal ma'am, what and teachers and my fellow speakers. So there are different ways to greet the audience, to say good morning. A very cheerful and glittering good morning to one and all present here. A very warm and pleasant good morning to one and all. So there are different ways to say good morning. So you can follow any of the way and you can make one segment in your debate to formally address the audience. Clear? Up to that, if it is clear, shall I move further? Only Simranpreet is showing me thumbs up. What about others? Others are not listening to me. What about others? Okay. Next, third segment is announcement of the topic. Announcement of the topic. Here I am writing topic, but when you will be giving your debate, you will be speaking in place of topic. What word I have told you to add this? In place of topic, what other words you have to add? Motion. Only Taranya has typed, others are on rest. They are enjoying chilly weather. They will not take out their hands and type. In place of topic, in debate, you are supposed to write down motion. You will not be writing topic. If you write down topic, I will put cross and not give you marks. Okay, so you have to write down motion, announcement of the motion, announcement of the topic. So when you are standing in front of assembly and you are about to tell about your debate, so here you have to announce your name, class, and the motion. You have to tell about your name, class, and the motion. And you have to just wait. You keep on writing, Madhav Kapoor, you show me your face, otherwise I'm going to remove you from my class. Madhav Kapoor, I'm going to remove you from my class. You show me your face for a while. I would be listening to you. You are raising your hand. You show me your face. Otherwise, you will be removed. Now I'm going to remove such kind of people, those who are creating mess in my class. Now, Madhav Kapoor has been removed. Which kind of boy is Madhav Kapoor? He is studious or average or below average? Below average. From his behavior, it is clear. See the way he is writing to me, the tone he is using. Whenever I will have any doubt now, I will remove you forever from my class. You will not be able to enter again. Okay, so in debate, you have to write down these three segments like this: first introduction, then formal address, then announcement of the topic. In announcement, you have to tell me name, class, and motion. Clear? Now I'm going to move further. Jasmine is writing board is not clear. Other student, tell me board is clear or not? Clear. Okay. So when you are going to announce your topic, there are different ways. For example, I, this, whatever your name of class, this, 8th B. Today I'm standing in front of you, or today I'm here to speak in favor of the motion. And if you are against, then you will be speaking that I'm standing here to speak against the motion. Okay. So this is the way to speak in favor of the motion or to speak against the motion. Yes, I'm getting aside. You can jot down these three ways how to start your debate: introduction, formal address, and announcement of the topic. So, bache, write down these three segments and you have to jot down these three segments format as it is in your fair notebooks also. After this, fourth is development of the topic. Development of the topic. See, when you are going to develop your topic, you have to prove yourself that you are right and your opposite team is completely wrong. You have to take so many examples. You have to rebut. Rebut means you have to go against the opponent's opposite team, and you have to prove, yes, whatever you are saying, you are absolutely right. So for that, you have to collect so many data. You have to take so many examples in order to prove yourself, yes, you are completely right. So write down about development of the topic. Rebut. Rebut means prove yourself by putting that arguments. Rebut the arguments of your opponent. Opponent means the second person. Suppose you are in favor and second person is against, or suppose you are speaking against and second person is in favor. So rebut the arguments of your opponent by presenting your argument arguments in a particular order. Arguments in a particular order. In a particular order. Okay, and you have to support them. Support them. Now, how would you prove that yes, you are right? You have to support them with your data. You can write down any good data. You can put arguments. Okay, so you have to write down data, arguments. You have to take so many evidence. You have to put evidence. You have to put claims. Okay, you have to put claims. and counterclaims. And counterclaims. So you have to try your level best to prove yourself. And how can you support yourself? How you can support you by giving data, by putting arguments, by giving different evidence, okay, by putting claims. That if one person is saying any claim, you can put counter claim, but you have to prove yes, you are right and second person is completely wrong. Yes, Harmanpal, what do you want to say?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, I want to ask that can we start the debate by quotation?
I have given you different ways. You can start with any anecdote, any short story or data or any quotation. There are different ways. You can pick up any of the way.
Okay, ma'am.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, after this development of the topic, next segment that you have to write down. Are you writing it side by side now? You have to do in your fair notebook and it will be checked also. This format will be checked. So after development, next fifth segment that you have to write down, that is of winding up. See, this development paragraph will be too long. If you think there are so many claims, there are so many counterclaims, there are so many evidence, then you can split this development paragraph in two parts also. If you think this paragraph has gone so big, so you can divide into two parts and you can do in the same way. Okay. Then we have winding up. Okay. So when you are going to write the next paragraph of winding up, then you sum up all the ideas. Your focus should be that you are going to sum up, but while writing this paragraph, keep this in your mind that you are not going to repeat the content, whatever you have written in development paragraph. There should not be any kind of repetition. So many students are in the habit of then they write down report writing when they do this, you can say speech writing or debate writing, they pick up one or two lines from there and they mix it, change it, and they put it in winding up paragraph. It is completely wrong. That's why your marks are deducted in writing skill. In winding up, you have to sum up the ideas, but in a very smart way. So what is the right way? That sum up your arguments. See, you are going to take all the arguments, but you are going to sum up with your personal opinion. With your personal opinion, because here you have given so many evidence, so many claims, so many arguments you have written in development paragraph. But when you are going to wind up, you sum up your arguments, you give your personal opinion, okay, or comment to justify your stand, to justify your stand. So you have to sum up your arguments with your personal opinion or comment to justify your stand. To justify your stand means whatever the stand you have taken, whether you have taken the stand in favor or whether you have taken the stand against the motion. See, in your question paper, sometimes situation is given that it is up to you. Topic is given, it is up to you that you write in favor or you write against. So you have to justify. If you have taken favor, so you have to justify, yes, whatever I'm speaking so right. And if you have taken that against the motion, So you have to prove that second person, whatever he's saying, it is completely wrong, but whatever I'm saying, it is completely right. So in order to prove yourself, you have to take so many claims, you have to take so many evidence, arguments, data in order to prove yourself. And when you're going to wind up, then you have to sum up all the arguments with your personal opinion or comment, or to justify your stand, to justify that yes, you are right and the second person is completely wrong. Clear? So this is the way. In winding up paragraph, there can be 2 lines also. It doesn't mean that if you're writing too much, only then marks will be given to you. Your winding up can have 2 lines, 1 line also. But there should be proper ideas and they should be properly arranged. If you have written this, shall I move further? If you have written it, shall I move further? Okay. After this winding up, next paragraph, next segment that you have to write down, that is conclusion. That is conclusion. So what to be write in conclusion? See, whatever you have written in development paragraph, in winding up paragraph, now you are going to conclude this. So to begin this paragraph, there are different ways to begin this paragraph. For example, to conclude in a nutshell, in crux, CRUX, in crux, in brief, or briefly. So there are different ways to conclude your paragraph. So by writing this word in the beginning, you can conclude. And how would you conclude? By writing 1 line on hope, or by writing 1 line on warning. So here what to be add? Hope, warning, or an appeal, or a call for action. Call for action. So this is the way that you have to write down to conclude briefly, in nutshell, in crux, in brief. You can pick up any of the word while writing. I have given you different example, but you can pick up any of the word and then you have to write down 1 line on hope or appeal or warning or a call for action in a smart way. By writing 1 or 2 lines, you can write down conclusion of your debate. It doesn't mean that you have to write down very big paragraph, only then marks will be given. It can have only single line also, but that should be the 6th segment of your debate. And the very last segment of your debate is formal thanks. Formal thanks. So when you are writing debate and this debate is going to an end, there is a very smart way to write down formally, to write down formal thanks. So there are different ways. Thanks for being a patient listener. Thanks for listening to me. So here, formally thank the audience. Formally thank the audience. So write down in this way. Thanks for being a patient listener. Thank you for listening me. Thank you for giving your precious time. So there are different ways, but it is very much compulsory at the end of speech as well as at the end of debate. You are supposed to write down formal thanks. If this line is not written, half mark will be deducted, sometime 1 also. But half is sure it will be deducted if you do not thank the audience. Now, but your time is going to get over. So I have discussed only format with you. In between, what kind of expressions to be added, how to write down debate. We will be doing all the things tomorrow. So this topic will be continued. tomorrow. By the time you can write down this format in your fair notebook, and according to the schedule, you can start sending me your notebooks for checking whenever I will be sending you schedule on WhatsApp. Okay, but by the time you complete your notebook side by side at the same time, because when syllabus will be over, then revision test will be started. So don't create a mess for this. Whatever the work is done daily, you do in your notebook, revise it thoroughly and follow the schedule, homework schedule also, test schedule also. Okay, and you have to do this as it is in your fair notebook. Clear? So I'm going to over your class. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.